uh, it's funny, you know. Take three again. All of those videos I did in one take, except the the one I said I did in three takes. It's so funny. The mind is literally everything. The other day I was making a video and I had to play instruments on it. I couldn't figure it out. I did 1,000 takes of the bass and I just, you know, the camera fucked me up. I was aware that I could easily play this, but it was just the fact that it was on camera, you know. You care about every single little detail of it and it messes you up. So I kind of had to switch it up. I kind of had to find something to make it different. And so, like, the take I kept was the last take, obviously, and I just decided before doing it, or as I was hitting the space bar, I was like, this is the take. I'm not doing another take. This is the take. And so it became the take. Because I knew it would be the take. It's not like there were no mistakes in it, but I just played that much better, knowing I didn't have another shot. I think that's a pretty important concept. So this is the take. This is my shot. Alright? And if Eminem taught me anything, I should be able to do this. It's so hard. I think it's... Oops. I have to fix that. Sorry about that. Actually, I want to do that again and find the type of sound it is exactly without the voice. Excuse me for a second. So basically, I just, you know, touched the mic. Whatever. I think it's too hard for me. I think I'm just like too emotional a guy. I'm just too in my head a guy. I'm just too connected a guy. I'm just too lonely a guy, maybe. Maybe I actually want what's good for people. I don't know. Maybe that's it. Maybe I just want to share so much. This is weird to say, you know. Um, I'm not sure I can only talk about concepts and be happy with that. I don't know. When I'm compelled, I'm unstoppable. I think that's one of my problems. I'm just fucking impulsive. I just can't stop. I cannot not talk, you know, when I want to talk. Um I was doing my hydrotherapy this morning and I like to, I don't know, the guy I watched said 5 minutes in hot water, 30 seconds in cold water, but I don't like that. I like spending like a minute in the cold water, or at least 45 seconds, and 4 minutes in the hot is enough too, because otherwise, holy shit, sorry, the mic literally just fell back. I don't know what happened there. Let me just check that it's stable. Okay, good. This is still one take, baby, by the way. I'm just muting so I don't rape your ears. I fuck So yeah, I put on music, you know. So after every song, I put my fucking hands in the cold, and then I kind of do half songs, and I kind of, you know, manage. But I listen to Punisher, and I love technology so much. I could walk around with the headphones, and then I went in my room, turned on the PCs, mouse without borders, just, you know, controlling the laptop, the PC with the laptop, and just go on Spotify and say play on this computer, and the music in my headphones stops and it starts blasting on the system, and soon enough I know the end, and I'm listening to it so fucking loud, and I'm singing along, and which is why my voice is weird right now, because I sang And I don't know how to sing. God damn. And I'm crying and head banging to it and just thinking how crazy it is that I discovered this song almost a year ago. When I was preparing for a video, I was changing my guitar strings. I switched to 8s because I was scared. I suck at bends, I have no strength. This is a whole other story. But yeah, I decided to switch to 8s. Amazing decision. I mean, if you play guitar, switch to 8s. Just fucking try it. You don't have to you don't have to stick with them. Just do it. So I get my shit from Stringjoy, whatever. They have a little personalized message. So nice. And I open the stuff up and I listen to the song that I'm supposed to cover, and Spotify goes to autoplay. It starts playing this beautiful goddamn organ guitar thing. And the woman starts singing, and it's like honey, and it's beautiful. And it goes like that, and the lyrics are evocative, and they're about Germany and Texas, are they? Yeah, man, it's just somewhere in Germany, but I can't place it. Man, I hate this part of Texas. Oh God, she had me right there. Just the most beautiful thing, and then it goes into those Dorian chords that I hadn't even noticed. It took me a while to hear the Dorian thing. I had to check out Phoebe doing the song on her own. And it actually kind of ruined it for me. You know, it's like when you hear a chord that you didn't know was there, it ruins your own image of the song. But then I got used to it, and it's a really good choice, I think. And just, fuck. This song, the construction of it, the build up, the lyrics, the delivery, the power, the horns, the drums, the panning on them, the guitar playing is incredible. The chords, the changes, the pacing, the energy, the rawness, the realness, the beauty, the lashing out, unstoppable beauty of this fucking song. Insane. I was crying like 30 seconds into it. And I'm crying now. I'm like, I'm not over it. It's been a year. This song's fucking incredible. This song's fucking incredible. And it compels me to speak, because it brings out, it gets to my soul somehow. I don't know if it's the power of contrast. I think the album is pretty strong. I think it's good. I don't do this because I'm crying. I do this because I do that all the time. I'm allergic to stuff. But just, it's the kind of song that makes you want to reach your deeper meaning. I mean, it's so stupid, but I just pictured myself singing it on stage with Phoebe or something as it played this morning, and I literally want to do that. This song is so good. It literally makes me want to do whatever it takes to do something like that. And I'm sort of sad. I sort of know I'm not going to. I hadn't really thought about these things before this year. I hadn't really thought about how actually I'm not gonna be a star. It's kind of funny when it hits you. Not a whole lot has changed, to be honest. It's just growing up, and it's just statistics, man. How many people want it? How many people work more than I do? Have more talent? A lot, a lot, a lot. It's what it is, but it's just it would be fucking nice, wouldn't it? And it's exactly like the take. It's exactly like I said, this is the take and I'm not changing it. If I ingrained it in my head that I'm gonna do that, dude, that basically explodes my chances of doing it. It makes it so much more likely. But I don't think that right now. It's funny. You know, right before I dropped out of school, I had always been scared of music. I was so scared of dropping out to make it. I saw this video of a guy that lost like 300 pounds or something. Or more in like 6 months. I don't know. Something incredible. Maybe not 6 months, but just he did something incredible, right? And it was like a mini documentary. I think it was somewhat short. And at the end of the video, a message popped up on the screen. I think maybe it was white over black or something. That's the image that I still have of it. And it said something like, how far would you come? How far would you come if you were certain you would be successful? And that was a brain fuck for me. I was like, holy shit, my life would be. I wonder what my life would be if I actually thought I'm gonna make it for sure. Like, if I actually thought the dreams that I've always had of touring the world and recording the albums I want to record and connecting with people and having people come up to me and say, dude, this music changed my life, and working with people I love in the industry and people that inspire me, and exploring every day with my art, just like, oh, it's incredible when I think about it, because I so don't have that. I kind of could. Oh my god, man, this thought of it that I had in school when I was dying. I was having a really difficult time. And I started thinking, oh man, I could have a little studio. And I was seeing, maybe inspired by Music is Wind's channel or something, I was seeing like a desk with some pedals on it and knobs and lights that were maybe red and green and blue and kind of flickering, and just imagine plugging my Jag in and just like ripping some sort of distorted solo over an instrumental I had made or something. And I was like, this is heaven. This is what I want. But if I'm sure that I will get there, I will make the best decisions. Right? It's so funny because my life now is sort of starting to give up on that and starting to think about just small little erratic ways to get money and stuff, which so many people that are successful have done. But maybe I want to be a Star Factory as much as I hate this system. Maybe I just want to still persuade myself that I will have that. And so just think about it for a second. Like, what the fuck do? You do amazing stuff. Let's say the idea doesn't come from you. Let's say you meet someone that you have reasons to trust or something, or you have a revelation on an LSD trip, or you see God and they say, you will be this. You will be this. What do? You do the right stuff. You start working on it and you don't rush. You do what needs doing in time, and you wouldn't be lazy at all. No, the knowingness that you're gonna get there doesn't impeach you in any way. Not at all. I think I would work much harder if I knew. If I just knew. It just changed my life. And I'm not saying that I made the right choices from that point on. Not at all. I didn't at all. I wasn't persuaded, you know? I spent the rest of that year flickering just like the lights that I envisioned on this desk with guitar pedals. I was flickering between the computer and the music, and I just like didn't think that I would make it, I guess, because I was like stuck in this mindset of I haven't done this, so this will happen, you know? I had demos to make and I couldn't demo my songs, and I was like, well, guess I can't do an album then. Guess I can't do this and this and this and bullshit, you know? But I can't. There's a wall in my head. I can't believe anymore. Not as I used to. Because maybe that's just not what I want. I'm very confused about that. But let me get back to the point. The point is, I heard that song and it spoke to my soul. And maybe it's all worth it. Maybe if Phoebe does this, then it's all worth it. Because think about the power of that. Getting like a young French guy to cry. Basically, cry on camera about your song. On the other end of the world, what do I know? There's probably somebody else crying about this song right now as I'm speaking. That's incredible. That's incredible. It's the best Phoebe Bridgers songs. The song, fuck. No questions asked. And we're cavemen. Humans, so primitive. So primitive. There's still no way around that system of opinion. Whenever I say this is the best, this is the worst, I feel compelled to add, oh, by the way, this is just my opinion. Like people can't piece that together themselves. Like, is there such a thing as good music or bad music? Do I like this or is this good? No, fuck you. This is the best Phoebe Bridgers song. No questions asked. And by a long shot, dude. By a long shot. So that's why I'm saying the star system is a fucking lie. Because it has 30 million streams and motion sickness is like 150 million or something. 110 million. So, I mean, yeah, this whole thing is a fucking sham, you know? It's just not. There's no meritocracy in music. There isn't. So, what is the point, you know? You try to get talented, it doesn't get you anywhere. Because you still think in terms of success. You don't need success, you need to be talented. That is the whole point. That is not a way to get to some place. You understand what I mean? Like, this song is not Phoebe's most popular song, but it's enough, man. It's enough. It's easily enough by itself as an artistic statement, as a song that she's written. She doesn't need it to be any bigger. It will go down in history, quite literally. So, I know this, you know. If you hear this and I'm dead, I know the end is by far the thing people remember the most about Phoebe. It has to be. Because it's fucking incredible. And it. Maybe if she does that, what that means is I do that. You know, because the rest of the album, as I said, it's good, but it's nowhere near as good as this final song. It's nowhere near as expressive or genius, or I don't know how to even describe it, man. It's just a good album with an amazing, out of this world closer. I'm not saying Phoebe is bad and it inspires me that she wrote a good song. I'm saying, like, this was like an accident. It sounds like an accident. It sounds like she struck gold out of nowhere. It sounds like anyone can do it. You wanna know what that sounds like to me? It sounds like tomorrow I could write a masterpiece. I could write the best song the world's ever heard. Why not? Why wouldn't it be me? Of course it could be me. It could be anybody. It could be you. I mean, it's just so inspiring whenever a human being creates a piece of art that is so compelling and makes you cry every single goddamn time you check it out. I think I must have cried like nearly every time I heard that song. I was on a train once, so I don't think I cried there. I don't think I've ever cried on a train, but I mean, just like, oh fuck, man. It just speaks to the deepest part of me, and I was about to say darkest, because it's funny, because it's kind of dark when you open your eyes, sort of, right? When something really deep reaches you deep, sometimes it feels good, sometimes it feels hella bad, because it's like, fuck, I'm alive. That's responsibility to do stuff and to reach my deeper meaning and stuff. And personally, when I hear this goddamn song, or I didn't know this, but I guess when I heard it this morning, now I'm like, oh fuck, I want to get my shit together. I want to do everything I goddamn can to be able to meet Phoebe and hug her and say, fuck, this song is incredible. Thank you. Thank you for it. And I want to sing, goddammit, and I want to record my stuff and have a band and do all this shit now. That's what it inspires to me. Because I'm like, that is actually what happens when you do that. When you do what you're supposed to do, this is what happens. I know the end happens. It doesn't spawn out of thin air. This is a musician that spent her life trying to get to that. She didn't know it, but she spent her life getting to I know the end. For it to reach me now. You know, that's the entire process of it. It's just goddamn fucking incredible. And it's also so sad because it's so powerful. It makes me want to give up on me. You know what I mean? Like, this is probably one of the saddest things to happen in the last years is, and it's even sadder than that. It's like, if I focused solely and entirely on my music, and I didn't speak up about things that are important to me ever, that might just benefit me. If I concealed who I am, that might just benefit me. No, I don't know. I mean, people want to know who you are. And it's kind of gross, but I think I've come to terms with it. I'm like, yeah, I mean, people want to know, and I kind of want to tell them, so I think I'll kind of tell them. But I mean, check out big artists. They don't really say anything unless it's like socially acceptable. They avoid controversy entirely. Do you think that's normal? You okay with that? Do you think that's a world you want to live in, where, you know, there's the good guys and the bad guys, and if many people have eyes on you, you need to be in the good guys camp, but, you know, nobody really, I mean, you don't really get to question whether those guys are really good guys. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm just trying to say it in a way that doesn't really endanger me, which sucks balls, but I mean, you know what I'm talking about? It's just like I want to shut up about everything. And suck balls until I'm famous or something. Which is also another problem with the star system, you know, because they just put up with it. They just accept that that's who they have to be, you know, to stay famous, to become famous and stay famous. That's what you have to do. Um, and by them being, I guess, rich cowards, which is not an insult, it's just a fact. Like, to be rich, you kind of have to be a coward, sort of, because I don't know, man. That's just the way the fucking thing works. Like, demonetization, sponsorships, partnerships, a lot of eyes on you, bullshit, fucking. It's just. By not being as courageous as they could be, and maybe misunderstanding the meaning of all this, misunderstanding that as good as like the money and the fame and the connection with people is, like you're gonna fucking die. You should probably like be a little more courageous. I don't know. Maybe I'm not one to speak. I don't fucking know, man. It's just kind of disgusting that by living that lifestyle, they sell this fucking pipe dream to all every teenager ever, and they get away with it. I don't know. That's why it's sad, but it's also sad because I'm older than I used to be, and I still kind of have the same dreams, even if I want to move away from them. I mean, I can't. It's as I said, if Squid Game style, some fucking businessman was here like, hey, I can give you everything you ever wanted. You can go on tour right now, and you have sessions to record at Abbey Road next weekend. I would be like, fuck yes, sign me up. Sign me up. Which sucks. Because I'm trying to be realistic, but it's also just sad because I can't do it. Now, I couldn't record a song like I Know the End. I couldn't do it. I don't sing, I don't play guitar, I don't play instruments anymore. I'm like a musician that doesn't make music, and that's so bad. And all those things come and hit me in the heart, and I'm like, for all the sadness there is to it, I'm just like, this is life. This is being alive. This is what I want. This is insane. This is beautiful. This is the meaning of everything. This is what I want to pursue. This is what I've always wanted to pursue. And I've been weak and I've been weighed down by addiction and laziness and distraction and lack of discipline, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Just all the demons that weighed me down, they're not real. I mean, this just time lost is just a construct. Everything's right fucking now, and it's still every moment until you die. It's all about what do you want now? What now? Where do we go next? So I could do this. It angers me so bad because I'm like, this is what I receive when I listen to music like this. But the rest of my day, oh yeah, you gotta go and dip your arms into hot and cold water and then do YouTube business bullshit and then do a little bit of cleaning up in your room and on your computer, and it's so not mythical, it's so not famous and glorious, and it's so ordinary and stupid and mundane and bleak, but it's life and it's how I get there. It's what I was talking about. If you knew you would get there, what would you do? Well, I would do exactly that. If the businessman was about to come up, to show up with that fucking tour plus recording sessions at Abbey Road thing, I would do the exact same thing. I would want to do it. I would want to clean my room. I would want to dip my arms into water and talk to my friends and call up the lab, or the voice doctor, and say, hey, I got the lab results. I want to book a thing, and I want to research about Aerosite today, and I want to maybe go for a little walk and do all those stupid things, maybe play guitar for like 10 minutes, and just that is how I get to where I want to be. Just speaking like this is terrifying, because my greatest fear, I guess, I don't know, is listening to this in like 20 years and crying and killing myself or something. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not suicidal at all, and I'm not gonna kill myself. I'm just saying, like, what do I know about the 40-year-old version of me that listens to this and maybe has fucked up his life or something, and actually can't get there anymore or something. I don't know. It's fucking terrifying. Having dreams is actually terrifying, because it's so much room to not make it. But I think I'd be satisfied with kind of little. I think I've dreamed about solely the albums themselves so much that if I just record them, I'll be somewhat happy, and I can just like I can play like fucking clubs. Anyone can do that. I just throw a little bit of money at it, and you do it. You get like, I don't know, manager, publisher bullshit, and you go there and you do the thing. You're not Phoebe Bridgers and you're not playing arenas, but you're having a blast and you're connecting with people. Sadly, people kind of need to be groomed in order to enjoy music. You know what I mean? Like, a Phoebe Bridgers fan at a Phoebe Bridgers concert is gonna enjoy it like 100 times more than a random bloke at a bar that just sees me without having ever heard my songs, even if they're the best songs in the world. You know what I mean? It's not the same thing. He hasn't listened to this shit crying in the dark or fucking or going to work and wishing that he had another job or something. I don't know why I'm saying he, but you know what I'm talking about? It's just like when songs grow on you and then you see them live, it's incredible. It's incredible. Then again, I had a fucking blast at the 21 Pilot concert, and I didn't really know a lot of the songs. I guess I'm tired, and I've been saying this. You guys have no idea how long I've been saying this shit. It's also sort of terrifying because I know I'm getting like somewhat close to my actual full potential, like what I can actually do and do best these days. With the state of my body, I'm somewhat close to it. I've been doing good for like a month. I've been almost fucking thriving. I don't know. I do productive shit every day. I never lose a single day. I still go on YouTube too much and probably sleep too late and stuff like that, but other than that, I'm doing great, and it's terrifying. It's like, oh my god, this is all I have. This is the thing I've been working towards to, and this is all, and it doesn't really make me feel any better. It does kind of. I mean, I do feel better, but it's not thrilling. It's not the dream I had in my head of perfectionism, the thing I've talked about. It's not like that. It's just, it kind of feels the same. It kind of feels regular. It's just a little bit better, a tiny bit better. But that I should be satisfied with that, because honestly, I don't know. I had it pretty rough and I made it better, and that's pretty good. I wish I knew. I wish I wish I didn't have a caveman brain and I actually was able to fully understand that I'm gonna die and fully understand that I'm also gonna make it. That it's just about the track you're on. Literally, you pick a track and you stick to it, I don't know, you can be a mathematician and calculate the slope of the thing and know exactly where you end up, right? It's just like if you've been doing really good for like a year, just like think about your future and be like, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna do this. And if you're doing really bad, you're like, oh, I'm not gonna do this unless I make a change. I mean, it's just, why would I not do it? Why would I not make it now? I have everything I possibly need. I have the setup, I have the family to help me, I have the friends, I have some connections, I have the knowledge. The knowledge is incredible. It's the main one. I have the philosophy, I have the mindset, I have the hurt and pain that taught me to care about things and be moderate and careful sometimes, but also go all in sometimes. I just kind of know, like pain teaches you, you know? I won't not be satisfied if I'm not Phoebe fucking Bridgers. The bar at which I won't not be satisfied is somewhat low. I mean, I don't know, if I reach like 50,000 subs on YouTube or something like that, I think I would almost already be like, holy shit, I mean, I'm reaching my deeper meaning right now. And this is the place right now. And I've made it already. And whatever happens in life, I can look back at that thing that I did and be like, fuck, I did that. It sounds dumb, but I think that. I just. It's actually really hard to think all the time, and yeah, that's it. It's hard. If I knew if I actually understood what death was, if I wasn't 20 years old, I think you just understand what death is at like 60. You just kind of know by then. I would be much better off, I think. Humans, man. 20-year-olds want to be 60 and the 60-year-olds want to be 20. It's ridiculous. I don't want to be 60 by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just saying, it's actually not set in because I'm still thinking about this. I'm still self-conscious about this. I understand that I'm gonna die and that nothing really matters and whatever, whatever. I can tell you, I'm not scared for my life. Like, I'm not scared that, like, posting this video and being vulnerable in it will impact my life in any bad way. Although it absolutely will. You know, everything is some good and some bad, and the stuff I said about, you know, artists being cowards and not speaking up about important things is 100% fucking true, and it's gonna piss some people off and get me in some amount of trouble. But I'm not scared of that. It's just knowing. It's just the fear of anything that's bad ever. Bad things, like, I don't know. Bad things aren't always bad. You know what I mean? It's like, what's it gonna be, you know? It's gonna be like a bad thing on the internet or something. What the fuck do I care? Where is that? Is that in the water where I dip my arms? Is that in my guitar? Is that in my computer I edit videos on? Is that it in my journal? In my albums? Fuck no, it's in, you know, it's fucking out there in space, man. It's not my concern, you know? Concern. I get the accents wrong a lot of the time in English, it's funny. I'm scared. That's alright. I'll always fucking be scared. I think the best thing you can do is nothing about fear. Just don't respond to it. Don't think about it. Don't let it grow. Just, that's what I'm trying to do for the arm pain lately. Whenever my buddy's like, "Oh, this girl hurts," I'm like, okay, cool, interesting story. Have a nice one. Like I missed the part where that's my problem, you know? Because I just know I'm not hurting myself with like 99% of the shit I do. It just hurts because that's what it does now, and I need to ignore it. And that puts me way ahead, like most people with RSI. And I just had it click in me because I was like, I'm never coming out of this if I just keep trying, if I just keep listening, if I just keep monitoring my body. I know I've been through this before with the tinnitus. It just gets worse because if you care about the pain, if you're literally fathoming your arm for pain, you're gonna find some. Anyone will, you know. If someone comes up to you and is like, "Oh, doesn't your back kind of hurt right now?" You'll be like, "Oh fuck, actually, yeah, you're right." Like, you know, sorry to do this to you, but manual breathing engaged. And by the way, the scalp of your head itches now. You know, I can just do that stuff, and it's what I said. The mind is everything. You're just the mind. The body is literally the mind. It's just an extension of it. So it's like, I mean, quite literally, right? The nerves are just your brain, basically. So there's neurons in like your belly and your throat and stuff. So I don't know. I mean, I don't actually have anything for you, to be honest. This is just like, this is kind of just for me. In this video, at least, I want this to be good for people, but I don't know if it is. I don't know who it benefits. I just want to fucking exist. And maybe it's ridiculous. Maybe it's just the tribulations of some lonely guy. And I didn't want to say things like that at the beginning, but I'm just starting to come to terms with it now. Oh my god, man. And of course I'm lonely. Why would I make those videos otherwise? This is not even sad, you know, it's just life. Like, I can go out and meet people. Meeting people is easy. um, yeah, I mean, it's all about what you want, I guess. Just like go and find a piece of art that does the same thing to you as I know the end does to me. I wouldn't even know where to place it. I wouldn't even know where to place it on a fucking list. I wouldn't say, yeah, this is one of the best songs of all time or one of my favorite songs of all time or anything like that. It's an amazing song. It's a masterpiece, but it's kind of an alien, you know? I don't know where it belongs. Just like Phoebe says she's an alien on the album and doesn't know where she belongs and wants the tractor beam to take her home. I sort of need God to come and take this song home because I don't understand why it's there. I don't get it. It just hits me in a place nothing else ever has. Ever. Quite literally. It's not better, it's not stronger, it's not more grandiloquent than some other songs that have touched me. It's just different. It's just really different. It occupies a single box and I'm out of socks.